morning, DBS. How are you guys doing? It's a beautiful Tuesday nonetheless. That's right. A lot of things that's happening on the island. Remember to be safe now. Let's see what's going on over at the news desk. And then when we come back, we've got some exciting features.
Good morning. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire has proposed legislation to guide information dissemination during a natural disaster. The minister acknowledges there was a communication gap during the recent passage of Hurricane Beryl.
Times like that, you really miss Radio St. Lucia, because in many ways Radio St. Lucia was seen by the population as the authoritative source of all information. Of course, since then we've had a plethora of radio stations opening up, and the danger we can face now is that media houses start sensationalizing, inclement weather that's coming, whatnot. So asking people to call in and see what's happening in your community and even after the fact, inviting people to call in and talk about damage, whatnot. So when persons are still supposed to be indoors, with still having a lockdown, people already venturing out because they want to see what damage is done, because they want to be able, because that's the consequence of it, because it becomes a dramatic event in itself and is driven by the media. Now the media likewise want to tell the tale of what happened, and they want to be the one with the most accurate information, well, not necessarily accurate, but the most up-to-date information, whatnot. And there are dangers in that.
Dr. Hilaire has emphasized the need for consistent and coordinated messaging during disasters. In response to renewed public calls for Radio St. Lucia to return to the airwaves, the Minister of Broadcasting also disclosed that this is in the works. The Bexar Highway has claimed another life. Residents along that portion of roadway have grown all too familiar with the sound of screeching tires, crushing metal, and ambulance sirens. This past weekend, the life of 28-year-old Gersham Jean was tragically cut short after a collision with a vehicle.
He just told me he was going home. He told my mom he was going on a vibe. Then he told me he going home. And then I hear he was in an accident.
Now a dismayed girlfriend is left to raise the 6-month-old baby girl that she conceived with Shah by herself. She says had she and Shah had the same conversation that he'd had with her mother moments before his death, the outcome would have likely been very different. In other news, a resident of Miku is accusing a justice of the peace in her community of professional misconduct. The woman says that back in May, she approached the JP to act as an intermediary to renew her and her grandson's passports. She claims to have handed over the 2 passports, all the required documents, along with $500 in cash for the renewal process. However, after a few weeks, when she returned to collect the new passports, she was informed that they were not ready.
Every time I go into him, for 1 week, I've been going to him, asking him for the passport. I'll get it. Up to a day like today. I don't know what to do again. I need the passport. He not giving you. I asked him for the documents, the old passport for me to go and do my business. He haven't given it to me. He not giving it to me, not giving me neither one, neither the other.
According to the woman, she needed the passports renewed in order to travel with her grandson the following week. Without the official documents, she says she's unable to book the flights. A Pave Castries woman has made it into the exclusive but growing club of St. Lucians who have achieved the age of 100. There's also a growing group across the world numbered at in excess of 500,000 who have achieved that feat.
She was a vendor at Grass Street, making fudge and tablet and everything. So all the boys in Grass Street, everybody in Grass Street know her. For a fudge and a cake and a tablet. There's always trouble.
The newest centenarian was surrounded by family on her special day, which was yesterday, including her great-granddaughter, who also serenaded her. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Right. Thank you, Kendall. We need to take a break and come right back. Servant is back as promised. The math camp is back on again up at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Dr. Samuels is the instigator. That's a good word, eh? She's the one doing it all. And trust me, it's been adding some vital value to the math on the ground. Familiar faces again. Dr. Tilia Samuel is back, second year for the math camp up at the South of Lewis. Oh gosh, this is so vital. I am so happy you stuck through with it, but not that I've questioned it. I see how passionate you were about it last year, and I expected you to follow through to be back again for a second year to
Yes.
fulfill that mission.
Yes.
Dr. Samuels, welcome back.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be back. And we did well last year, It was such a success story. One of the things that I did last year was to collect data from the students before and after the camp. And I also got some testimonials. In every school, I kid you not, every school there was an improvement. So it was a success story. Students were saying things. That's the first time I'm understanding this concept. I never knew how to do this. Mathematics is not that bad. I can do it. I mean, it was just so beautiful to see how they reacted to the camp. And the teachers as well who came, because there are teachers as well. So they also gave some very positive reviews.
Right. For those of you probably seeing this for the first time, this good servant here, St. Lucian, living abroad, have decided to put on a math camp to assist, because we've been seeing and hearing so much about, the future of math and how children are viewing, their reaction to math was not so very accommodating, and then, sometimes it falls back down sometimes to the skills and the way it's been delivered.
Yes.
So the good doctor here has put together a camp on at the South of Lewis during this break to sort of, fill that void, bridge that gap.
Yes.
So there's a two-chair, there's students this time around, and she also goes to the school. I'm giving you the wrong number because I know. Yeah, we're going to talk about other things there. And then she's also have lecturers or teachers who she has included into a program as well to teach them, some new and exciting ways in which to deliver
Exactly.
the math teaching that is
Exactly.
more receptive for the students.
Well said.
So that's what we are talking about, and that's what's happening here again. So another year where that program is unrolling again. Maybe a new set of students is enrolled this time around, a new set of teachers now. So by the
Yes.
time, if we look at the years to come, all of our teachers, if they do profit the opportunity to take this, will be better able and better enhanced to be able to deliver a more fun, a more receptive way
Exactly.
for math.
And what had happened that was new this year with the teachers is that the Ministry of Education made it mandatory for Form 3 and Form 4 secondary school math teachers to attend. Last year it wasn't mandatory, so they made it mandatory. So we have a group here and also in Viewfort. So we expect good things. The cumulative effect, we expect to see a change in the success rate in mathematics in St. Lucia.
A well-deserved one too.
Exactly.
Deserving one. Now let's break down the program a little bit more. How the program normally works, because students, what are the age groups you targeted this time?
Form 4 students.
Right.
So I'm targeting Form 4 students. Hopefully, in later years, I will target elementary school students because we need that down there. But for now, it's still Form 4 students who are going to write CSEC mathematics. And the camp runs from July 8th through 12th for the students and teachers, and then further from July 17th to 19th. I forgot another group we have this year. We have a new group. There are some students from the South Lewis Community College who also want to have better skills at doing mathematics. So they're in another building. So that's another group. It's a boot camp actually, and they are here for 3 days. And so we have one instructor teaching them.
Wow, this is
Yes.
amazing stuff.
And it's in Castries and Viewfort again.
And it is free. You
It's
have
free.
made it absolutely free.
We have some great sponsors. Major sponsor, good news, they came down again. And we had quite a few sponsors from St. Lucia who came on board this year. Some of them for the first time. And some of them who were there last year, they gave more this year because they realized the importance of having a high success rate in mathematics for the development of St. Lucia, because we need good mathematicians. Mathematics is in everything. So they need to know how to create such a population that will add to the economy.
Right. So you provide transport for some.
Yes.
You provide food whilst they're here for that camp.
Yes.
And of course, the training is absolutely free.
Exactly. And materials too. We give them materials as well.
Right. Now, this year already you have who you need, so we have to now forward to next year, which I'm hoping you're going to be back again with all of your major beautiful sponsors to create or to offer that service again. I'm thinking ahead of myself.
Yes.
So if someone wants to get on board for next year's camp, How soon do they need to apply? How do they need to apply?
That's beautiful. So we send out registration forms really early. So this year we send them out in February with a deadline to submit March 28th.
Okay.
So we sent to all the schools, and the criteria was you're supposed to be a Form 4 student. That was it.
Right.
So that is how they would get on board.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are looking, if you're going to be heading into Form 4 for next year and you think that this is something that you would need, well, look out through your schools for the forms. Ask about it rather around February, March. If you don't hear nothing, start to ask. You understand, and get on board.
Yes.
Perfect.
Come
And
on.
They could follow you on what you're doing where?
So we on YouTube. I mean, you are right here, so
Yeah.
we're going to be on YouTube. And the teachers, I keep in contact with the teachers and the principals all the time, but we do not have a website as such. Maybe that's something that I would need to do in the near future if I want to continue. So that is, and then we also on social media, so we have a site for that as well. But you make a good point. I just realized maybe I should design a website
maybe.
that would give information.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Doc, it's always a pleasure to see
Always.
you coming to do such absolute noble and vital things.
Thank
Back to
you.
your homeland.
Thank you. It's my
Commendation
pleasure.
to you as well.
My pleasure.
Wonderful. Math camp is on, boy. I had to come, and me and Marfit. But of course, we also have to catch up with Christine. Christine, we spoke to last year as part of the major sponsor for the math camp, and she's back again. Last year she was a little iffy. She said, well, we are actually just trying this out, filling it out, and then we're going to do the assessment. Well, assessment done, and they're back, so which means they're very pleased with how the camp went down. Here is Christine. And last year, when we spoke with Christine from Good News, she was saying, we're filling it out to see what's going on because that's how the organization works. But guess what? They're back. So I'm guessing that, you guys were very pleased with how the math camp went down last year.
Very pleased. We saw the results come in from the exams after the math camp, and we're like, wow, every school has shown improvement. This is really something else. And, we didn't think we'd be able to show tangible results for about 6 years. And that's what we told our donors, that, this is something you have to commit to. And they're like, we want to do this. And then we already got really good results the first year. So, the students have been, working hard, and the teachers have, and we're thrilled.
Wonderful. Just reiterate again for the benefit of persons, in what way, what capacity is Good News stepping in to ensure that, the success of this camp?
Sure. So we're mostly a financial sponsor, although we did help create games for the end of the day. So we're going to be doing a math scavenger hunt and playing giant Jenga and doing beading, just to kind of add some creativity and some fun to the whole day. And then they go off on their transports.
Right. Do you see the need to extend maybe the camp a little longer? It's only a week. Do you think that's enough? Because you don't want to overload in the summer. You want them to have their moment as well. But you think it's just enough?
Sure. So, last year we did 2 weeks, and this year we're doing a week plus 3 days because of Carnival. So just the timing of everything was difficult. Last year's 2-week camp was a good one, and students kept coming back. So I guess I wouldn't go less than 2 weeks if we have a choice.
But it's good so for now.
It's good for now.
Right.
Yep.
Anything you want to leave with our viewers, you here back on the island again, taking in some of the sun and the sand and,
Yes.
definitely doing some good deeds and good words. So anything you want to leave with our viewers?
Sure. So I brought my daughters here this year for the very first time. They've been hearing about St. Lucia, your beautiful island, for as long as they've been living. So they finally get to see it and meet everybody.
Oh, okay. And that's a plus for you.
Yeah.
You're here with your family this time around. Well, we wish you all the best. You and your entire team.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for supporting this mission.
Of course.
Hello guys, good morning St. Lucia. Brand new day, brand new body part. So we're going on the body. So we have targeted the biceps, the triceps. Today we're going to hit the legs area. Remember, that's one of the main body parts that help support the body. So today all you need is your broomstick, your cutlass, your pipe, your fork, your curtain rod, That's what we need today. So we're going to show you 6 to 7 exercises that can be done at home in the convenience of your house. So, first of all, after we get up, we pray, we all stretch up and thing. The first exercise we're going to do, we stretch out the body a bit, so we're going to go with stiff leg deadlifts. So you're going to hold whatever pipe apparatus you have close to your leg, and then slide bending your knees, look ahead of you, and we're going to slide down and up. Going to feel the stretch in the legs. 1, 2. Remember, keep looking ahead so your back will be flat. 3, 4. Yes. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. This is called stiff leg deadlifts. Understand? Despite the fact that anytime you stand in any standing exercise, you have to maintain a slight bend in your knee always, or in your elbows always. So that's one exercise. So the next exercise we're going to do something called Jefferson squats. It's going to be a bit difficult, but it's very good for the body. So you're going to stand up like you're in a walking position. Stand up in a walking position, then you're going to squat down. So watch how the angle is. You hold 1 forward and 1 to the back, and you stretch forward. This, I call that the Lindell Cardass, known for that exercise because he loved the whole formation. Anyway, you squat down, you come up and squeeze. 1. Ensure that your knees don't pass your toes. 2. Keep looking ahead. 3. Body straight. 4. Note where my hands are holding. 5. 6. 7. 8. Excellent. It's called a Jefferson squat. Again, ensure that your knees don't pass your toes. If your knees are passing your toes when you're squatting, you are wrong. So that's 2. So number 3, we're going to go into a squat. Again, do not put the bar on your neck area. You have a soft bone there. You can damage it without no injury. So put it on your trap area. You understand? So we're going to go into a regular squat. Again, when you squat, ensure that your knees don't pass your toes. So you push back to the side. Now you don't want to bend forward. You more want to sit. Okay, now when you sit, everybody want the apple bottom. The ladies, so you're ready to roll down. So go as low as you can. Sit on your calf. 1. Come up and squeeze. Sit on the calf. You there? Continue. Remember, you're sitting on the calf. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. Ensure that your back is as straight as possible when you squat. You go down and your knees are not passing your toes. How many exercises was that? 3. All right, so we're going to go down into a sumo squat. So as wide as your feet can go. Space your legs as wide as you can. And you're going to come down to the bar. So watch your form, grab. Ensure your knees not pass your toes. And up, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. So that's 4 exercises for legs. So guys, it's easy, can be done at home. Understand? So whatever broom, mop stick, whatever you have, just slight weight on it and we're going to hit the calves. Let's go. Calf raises. We're going. We're going for 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy exercise. And last but not least, guys, especially you have a light bar there. Hold on. While we're crossing, just hold it up. Make sure it's supporting on your shoulder, forward, and then we're going to squat with it. Okay, we're going to go. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. So St. Lucia, remember, if you want to build 4 to 6 reps, easy, take your time. You want to tone 8 to 10, 10 to 12, and you want to rip 12 to 15, 15 to 18. Remember, you have to be disciplined about it. Remember, a fit and focused lifestyle. Good morning.
Well, that is our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you was inspired. And for those of you who maybe next year this camp might be of an asset to you, parents, students, stay alert and do the necessary checks and balances and ensure that you enroll your children. You could only enhance their lives.